Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Sean coming at you from High Level. So this is kind of like a two-and-run release here. So first up here on the Subaccount side, there's a bunch of changes have happened, but basically it's a big UI revamp here. So if we go through this list, you can see a complete UI overhaul, kind of utilizing these this brand new components library here, basically just updating the UI, UX to match everything else in the system. Some tactile improvements here. We actually, some resolutions on some memory leak stuff, optimized components. You can just kind of read through all of this and just basically makes the design a lot nicer, and that is awesome. But if we roll down here to the next item as well, there is a brand new Launchpad that I want all of you to see, and then we'll talk through exactly why it's there. So hold on here. So if I hit play, let's see here. I haven't gone through this video yet, but basically I think what's going to happen is once they do this, it's going to pop open. Yeah, see this Launchpad right here? So the idea here is we've been studying how people onboard into the system and what gets them to success and what does not. And this Launchpad is really a representation of that research and that work. And it's designed to try to help people get adoption through the system a lot faster. And I'll go through the screenshots here in just a second so you can actually see this in real time, but I wanted to kind of share this video as well. So you can see basically there is kind of like this little guy in the bottom right hand corner, and that if you hit that, it'll pop out the actual ongoing UI for the onboarding stuff. But when they first get into the app, there's a bigger version of this. Let me show it to you right here. Here we go. And so the idea is when you first come in to a specific section, what you can see here is that they now have a guide for each of these, a video for each of these, to try to help people adopt that particular section. And then the Launchpad, which has been up here on the top for a while, it kind of covers everything. You can kind of see this foundational setup, marketing and lead generation, and then it walks you through each of those individual sections. So you can see right here, like create a new contact or import and engage, and then it'll actually walk you through using a tutorial, and it'll obviously show whether people complete it or not, which is awesome. And again, like I said, it'll also be available on each of the individual sections as well. So that way you can pop it up on demand. So now let's go through the review notes here and let's just see if I missed anything. So obviously it's very modular, so customer segmentation, dynamic login, parallel launch pads, so different users will see different ones, prioritization, customer facing version 1. Basically the idea here is this is currently available at the sub-account level. We're just testing it out on the $97 account to begin with. Target audience, we want to make this visible to any new customers only. Action-based categories, so it's organized into different categories, obviously, guided experience, progress tracking, all that stuff I covered. So the idea here is we put this out kind of V1 to those folks, make sure that all of the research and all the data we put together actually matches up with the experience and the outcomes that we see. And then the goal is to then enhance this by adding detailed action-oriented guides in version 2, and also give you an opportunity on the anybody who is scaling this out on SaaS or on multiple agency accounts, being able to actually then take this out to your customers if you want to, and make it an optional feature on some of the higher level plans. So that way you can obviously not only roll it out, but as you can see, also customize it, because we know when we kind of go V2 and we bring it out to everybody on those higher plans, you guys are going to want to really specify what shows up and what doesn't. So we'll make all of that available before we roll all of that out. And of course, we'll also put it in labs so you can test all of it. So none of that. So if you're on those plans today, don't worry, this doesn't impact you, but this is a big change that's coming, and I think it's going to be really positive for everybody, but we want to do it in a way that's very staged, very controlled, and obviously once we bring it up to the $297 and $497 plans, also very customizable, all the way up to turning it off or turning it on and then choosing what's inside of it. So anyways, I know that's a lot of detail, but I wanted to kind of walk through all of this so everybody kind of understood where we're headed. And I hope you're as excited about this as I am. I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.